So it's definitely been a year that has happened, and it happened to be the year I really wanted to work on putting out regular content, so it has been interesting. I want to take this dark time of the year, specifically this month, to reflect on my projects and talk about how I feel now compared to when I started, as well as opening this space up, specifically the comment section, to constructive criticism on what and how I can do better in the future. So let's begin. In January, I put out 2 videos, New Decade, New Me, and Bob Bingy. My first video took a very long time to make compared to what I wanted to spend on animation, so I wanted to find a way to make the process faster, even if that meant cutting some corners and not getting to practice animating lip syncing. I tried to storyboard out a funny scene from one of Markiplier's videos as practice, and while I'm happy with how that turned out, it still took more time than I had energy for, so it was back to the drawing board, so to speak, and also literally, I guess. In February, I put out another video titled My Love Life. I did some research and took some inspiration from storytime animators like Katzoon, Abby Makes Art, The Round Table, and Illuminati to have a manageable workflow and time management system for my process. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how this came out. There were still some things to work out, but I felt like I was getting the ball rolling with this one. In March, I put out Cheering Steven Up with Memes and What COVID-19 Teaches Us About Money, 2 very different videos. I was knee-deep in Steven Universe Future and working through my own therapy that was wildly on theme with it, so this was both me experimenting with storyboarding and just giving myself some good feelings. I think this video might have the most views out of all of my videos, and I'm okay with that. I also got Adobe Character Animator, and I wanted to take another shot at lip syncing animations by having the program do it so I could focus on background, script, research, and sound effects. Still haven't found a good balance for any of those, and this ended up being super awkward, but it was a very good learning experience, so I have no regrets. Wait, no, I do have one regret. My housemate pointed out that the quote I used in this video referred to other countries as underdeveloped or undeveloped, and that is pretty colonialist, and while I was directly quoting a book, there are definitely other ways I could have phrased it in this context, and that's something I intend to remember for future videos and content I create moving forward. That said, if there are things I do that are problematic in any way, and I imagine that is an inevitability, I'm going to make mistakes, please do not hesitate to call me out. I'm very open to constructive criticism, especially if there's a possibility that I hurt someone in the process of making videos, because I don't want to do that. In April, I made the video Creative Progress Updates with March is Honest, which was an Unis Honest hashtag thing that motivated me to at least review some of my work that I had done so far. I tried to do a lot of things, but in the end, the most important lesson I learned was that done is better than perfect, which is why I continued making and uploading videos. They won't be perfect, and I will make mistakes, but I can't improve if I don't at least try and fail forward. In May, I made my first Witching Kitchen video, where I made apple cinnamon cake. I'm happy with how it came out. I really enjoy baking, and combining that with animation and my passion for exploring my spirituality, I think is a good combination of my interests. The assets came out well, and as a supporter of Thought Slime on Patreon, I was able to request a cute doodle. 10 out of 10 would recommend. In June, I was unsurprisingly overwhelmed with a lot of stuff that was going on, so I made Constellations Update June 2020. That done is better than perfect motto comes into play here. I was falling behind and feeling the weight of quarantine weighing down on me, so I wanted to make an update video just to keep myself going. It also felt good to discuss projects I was considering and working on, even if I don't actually end up making them. I'm interested in finishing the Steven Universe Future retrospective because of how strongly it resonated with me, and probably finishing the Bob Bingy cleanup, but I don't want to actually tie myself down to every idea that pops into my head, because there are a lot. In August, I uploaded Raised by the Internet, another storytime animation that I'm happy with. These are honestly great low-stress ways for me to practice storyboarding and limited animations, as well as editing, script writing, and audio editing, but I'm mostly interested in animation, if you couldn't tell. In September, I put out my second Witching Kitchen video, where I made pumpkin bread. This one I was actually able to complete because I had to finish it for my job. I shared it with a virtual cooking club I'm in, and it was received very well, which was a positive boost for me. Also, Nutmeg got to star in it. I haven't properly introduced y'all to Nutmeg yet, but I will. I assure you, I already made the thumbnail. Downside, it seems my hard drive that has a lot of my recordings of the baking I did this past year is inaccessible from my laptop, so it'll have to wait until I get that figured out and get my new computer set up. Funnily enough, I wrote this a while ago, so my computer is now set up and I'm actually recording from it, which is rad. In November, I published What is Top Surgery and Introduction. I've been wanting to work on my introduction videos for a while. I'm hesitant to make informational videos about things because I don't want to unintentionally spread misinformation or come across as an expert on anything, but I do want to share information and resources that I've gathered in case it could be useful to people. That's why I feel like an introduction is a good place to start. It feels like it's very upfront and honest about my intentions, and I'm happy with how this video came out. In December, I didn't put anything out. because I was tired. I did reach my 100 days on testosterone, which was exciting, and I'm planning on putting out a video for that. If you can't tell, my voice has gotten deeper. I can feel it, and people have confirmed that. And I really like it. I'm excited to play around with this. So this is actually the part where I no longer have any more script to read, because this was written as if I was still speaking from December standpoint. A lot of stuff has already happened. The day I'm recording this is January 10th, and a lot happened this past week and has been happening. So it's kind of weird to put out videos, but I want to keep making things, and so that's what I'm going to do. I want my stance on everything going on to be very clear. What happened this past week in America? The Capitol was, what is the word to use here? I guess stormed. The Capitol was stormed by Trump supporters, far-right people, and white nationalists. So I'm not going to pretend that didn't happen and that it didn't have an impact on this video, and probably will on every video I make from here on out. To the surprise of probably no one, I completely condemn that. I consider myself pretty far left, whatever the hell like that means in the context of constantly shifting political paradigms. I follow people like Thought Slime and Curio and Philosophy Tube. I'm not sure how I'm going to mix all of this together in my work, but I'm not going to pretend that that's not the person I am, just to, I don't know, try to appeal to a lot of people, because that's not the point of this channel. The point of this channel is for me to grow as a person, and this feels like one of the ways to do that. For instance, I'm still working on a video collaboration that I started last year with a bunch of witch YouTubers and some of my friends about what magic is, and I am still working on that because I want it to be good, and that means it won't be out for a while, and that's okay. But yeah, I just wanted to give everyone an update, let y'all know where I'm at. I have a new computer that I built not by myself, that's not true. I have a new computer that I built with my partner and some help from my metamor, and I'm very proud of it. Their name is Coco, for coworker, computer, companion, a bunch of other CO stuff that I just thought it was appropriate. And yeah, I'll be able to stream and do a lot of other stuff. Honestly, have no idea what to tell you to expect from this year, but I hope that whatever I end up doing, it is helpful in some way. So thank you for watching this. I hope that this year helps us all grow in the ways that we need to. And so it is. Ash out.